What's up, guys? Brandon here, and I am back with another action figure review. Holy moly, what is this in front of us? It is a Justice League 2-pack, Batman versus a Parademon. I was stoked to receive this. I still can't even believe what it is that we're looking at here. It's a 2-pack from Walmart.com. I've only ever seen it there. I added it to my cart, and then it sold out. So I don't know who else has this, but if you do, you are very, very lucky because these are two really awesome looking figures. Is the top of the packaging, the side of the packaging, the other side just says Batman versus Parademon, and here we have the back of the packaging. Really, really interesting stuff. I'm not sure if the Parademon looks like that or comes with those accessories, but we're going to open these guys up and take a look. So stay tuned. Thanks. Alright guys, so we have our figures out of the packaging and they are awesome. I mean, hands down, this is the coolest DC Justice League movie product that I have bought by far. Again, I got this from Walmart.com. It was like 13 bucks. And then 15 bucks with tax. I picked it up at my local Walmart. They shipped it there. And this is awesome. So jumping right into it, taking a look at our Batman first. He has got some really, really great detail. It's the same sculpt that we've seen on the tactical suit Batman. But this Batman is actually translucent. And for the first time on a Justice League Batman, we do have white in the eyes. So it does look very cool. Let me see if I can... There you go. So you can see it is definitely white in the eyes. Looks very cool. And then taking a look at his backside. He's just a really awesome looking figure. I really like the tactical suit, the sculpt that they did for that to begin with. So it is very awesome. We do have peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And overall, he just looks really, really cool. I also like that they gave him that bat symbol. Kind of looks like the Rebirth bat symbol, but he is translucent, so if we hold him up to the light, you can see he is clearly a translucent figure, almost completely translucent, so it looks very awesome. Batman comes with a ton of accessories, which were actually a mystery for me to figure out at first. I had to take a look at the back of the box before we jump into that, because it will hinder his articulation. Let me show you first. We have movement in the head, side to side, looks up about that far, back down. Movement at the shoulder, comes out about that far, forward, back. Movement at the elbow, comes in, it also twists. Movement at the wrist, comes out, in, and rotates. We also have waist articulation, side to side. Movement in the hip, pretty good. Movement at the knee, and we have that really, really awesome boot cut. So that about does it for the articulation on our Batman. He's a great figure. Once you get all the extra pieces on him, he loses some of that articulation, but he is fantastic. So taking a look at Batman's accessories, the first thing he comes with is this jetpack. It looks pretty cool. It's a solid yellow, no paint or color variations. And then this piece that attaches to his back, it is detachable. It took me forever to get on there, but it is possible. And so it just attaches to his back. If we fix his cape, clamps in right there, and it looks pretty cool. For what it is, Apocalypse armor, I guess, or New God's armor. It looks pretty cool. And then it also comes with these two little things, and so they attach right to the back side. And they're like little thrusters or little fire jets, and they are translucent, and it looks very cool. It was a really nice touch. Mattel really pulled out all the stops on this 2-pack, so I'm very, very happy to have that. And then he also comes with this. There are two of them. They're like little guns. These detach, these little translucent pieces, and then you can either A, attach them to the jetpack like this, or you can attach them in his hands. And the way that you do that, there's a little peg right there, so it goes in his hand, and attaches to his wrist. So those are the options that you have for those. I personally think it looks better when they're in his hands. They look a little weird for me on the jetpack, so that makes sense. And then probably the coolest accessory out of all of this, we get this mask, this really cool looking Hellbat mask. If you read the part of the New 52 comics where Robin dies, Batman wears this Hellbat armor and he goes to Apocalypse to find Damian. So if we put this on him, it looks pretty darn cool. So our Hellbat awesome, bat-tastic looking little toy is complete. I really dig it. The helmet is an odd color just because of the rest of the coloring on the figure, but it looks pretty cool. So there's our Batman completed. Taking a look now at our Parademon, first at the sculpt work, it is exactly the same as the green Parademon, but the paint applications are incredibly awesome. I'm really a fan of the blue and black shade. I'm going to call this our Grim Reaper Parademon. He looks really awesome. The paint and the detail makes such a difference, especially on his mouth. I mean, I didn't even notice this before on the green Parademon. It's all sculpt work, they just painted it in right there for his mouth, so it looks very, very awesome. And then if we take a look at our Parademon's articulation real quick, he's one of the best figures articulation wise for the Justice League toys. So moving in the side of his head, comes up about that far, down at the shoulder, forward, back, at the elbow, also twists, at the wrist, there's a twist, comes in, comes out. We also have waist articulation, moving in the hip, which is fantastic, and moving at the knee. There's no boot cut. But all in all, he's a really, really great figure. One of the best sculpts by far for the Justice League movie. Taking a look at our Parademon's accessories, the first thing that he comes with is this Scythe, which actually looks pretty cool. I really like the sculpt work. We even get that little Omega symbol in there, and there's a little peg, so it does attach to his back. Just clips right in, and it looks pretty cool. There's our Grim Reaper looking Parademon, and it looks pretty awesome. And then of course we can also take this off of his back, and it does fit in his hand. For most of these figures, the accessories all fit in their hand. It just takes a little work sometimes. But there we go. Looks pretty cool. I dig it. I think this accessory is something we can only get in this 2-pack, but I really, really like it. It makes a difference for this figure. And then we also get wings. They are a nice gray, silvery looking material, and they are different from the original Parademon wings. And then they attach to his back. These kind of, for me, they look like a skeleton's wings, I guess, so they add to the spook factor. They move, they look pretty good. And then the only other accessory that our Parademon comes with is this gun. So it has a lot of detail work if you look closely. Same gun as before, and it just fits right there in his hand. So there you have it. That's our Parademon, and he looks pretty awesome, I must say. I think I was more excited for him than I was the Batman. But overall, they are both really, really great figures. Comparing our Batman to some of his other counterparts, we see that they all stand at about the same height. They all look pretty good together. So if you're collecting the Batmans, the one from the 2-pack is one that you do not want to miss out on. And then we can also see he's got the exact same sculpt work as the tactical suit Batman. They're exactly the same, just a different head, and then one is translucent as the other is not. But he's a pretty cool looking Batman to add to the collection. Taking a look at our Parademon with his counterpart, we see that they both stand at about the same height. They are the same sculpt, same figure. They just look totally different because of that paint and because of those wings. But they are in fact the same figure. So we can see that his mouth is painted, whereas his is not. But the sculpt work is there. And then of course if we take a look at their wings, see that one has those skeleton wings while the other has those basic dragonfly looking wings. So if you're going to pick one out of the two, you got to get the one from the 2-pack. Definitely way cooler. Loving that Scythe. And he altogether just looks scarier, a lot meaner, which I think is what a Parademon should be. And if we compare these figures with the rest of the league, we see they all stand at about the same height. The Parademon fits in well with the rest of the figures. And then Batman looks really great next to Wonder Woman and Superman. So they all line up pretty well together. So definitely no problems there in the consistency of the height for the figures. And then comparing these figures with a few randoms, we see that Batman and the Parademon are not true to 6-inch scale. We can see that Spider-Woman and Captain America from Marvel Legends are in fact true to 6-inch scale, while our Justice League figures are just a little bit shorter. And then most of our Movie Masters figures are going to be just a little bit taller than the basic line figures. So, but altogether, they do fit in pretty well. Okay guys, that about does it for our 2-pack here. Definitely the best Justice League figures I've bought so far for this movie. So if you see it at Walmart, get it. If you see that it's in stock again online and it's available, definitely worth your money. I highly recommend this 2-pack. And as always, thanks a ton for watching. I couldn't be doing this without you guys. You know that, I'm sure. The likes, the comments, the subscriptions. It's a little overwhelming, honestly, lately. I really, really do love the support. So thank you guys for being there for me. I appreciate that. As always, I'm going to keep you updated, whatever I find. I think that Atlantean Soldier, the Gray Parademon, that Electro Flash, the Cyborg with the full face, those are some of the other ones that we still need to find. So if you see them, let me know. I will do the same. And as always, thanks for watching.